Allá.
On to the right side, once again, up goes Matt. Around once, pulls inside in a half Cuban. This will look like half an 8 lying on its side, but that was a reverse half Cuban, actually. Takes it up on the 45-degree line, rolls once, tumbles the airplane and gyroscoping it around the wings, and you gotta wonder how in the world does he get headed back in the right direction? And the answer is practice, practice, practice. This is not something that you do on the spur of the moment. You practice this, you analyze it, you know the power of your airplane and how much you can stand. And I'll tell you what, he went right beyond whatever I could stand right there. Diving again, that whole aerobatic routine is about getting that speed in the bank, and right along here somewhere he's going to pull on the stick, take that money out of the bank, up he goes, and snaps around and hangs that airplane over the top. Now he's flying sideways. Now come on, that doesn't happen. And down we come once again. To pick up that speed, having used the energy up, you got to go get some more. Take it out to the far right side, hold down in there, get a lot of speed, climbs up on a 45, pulls back on the stick, coming up over the top, upside down, wheels up, head down. Besides, that's enough of that. Well, maybe I'll go back to it. And there he rolls that way, rolls that way. It's as fast as airplane can roll around its center axis. Tell you something else, and this is going to be true of all these aerobatic pilots you see out here today. He's sitting in there under a great big canopy of plexiglass in an airplane that has virtually no air coming into it. It is hot in there because that engine is right on the other side of a piece of aluminum. It's really hot. It is not uncommon for an aerobatic pilot to lose as much as 2 or 3 pounds simply from sweating during one of these routines. Over the top, upside down, once again rolls the right side up. Showing you the power of that 580 cubic inch engine. That was a split S maneuver down there. And let's see what he's going to do out of this one. He's going to dive right back down here because he needs to get a little more speed going. And there's where he's going to use that speed up as he takes it straight up in the air once again, rolls around once on the way up. Right by the sun. Please again block the sun with one of your hands. Do not look directly at it. Comes out the top of that thing every which way but loose, upside down, right side up, and yet he finds his way right back down towards show center. You may wonder about this white smoke you're going to be seeing coming out of Matt's airplane and other aircraft today. That smoke is generated by using a paraffin-based oil, which is injected into the hot exhaust. Where it is atomized, it isn't burned, but it does make that white smoke. Hangs it right there on the prop. The power of that engine virtually stop in the air. Pulls a little flip around and away he goes. How you liking Matt Chapman so far? We got a lot more for you, folks, believe me. Here he comes from the right side, rolls the airplane one way, one the other way, just kind of tumbles out of that. He is looking every which way, watching the horizon, the sky, the ground flip by, so he knows exactly where he is. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of years to be able to fly like this.
You know, Matt's been doing air shows for 30 years, and he's actually a local guy. He lives about 20 miles as a crow flies from here. So he's a local guy.
He's an airline captain, too, with tens of thousands of flight hours, and enjoys building and flying radio-controlled aircraft. In 30 years of flying, in all those hours, he has never had an accident or even an incident with an airplane.
And by the way, he doesn't fly like this when he's on an air carrier.
Everybody would go to sleep. Off to the left, here he comes once again, down very, very low to the runway. Wow, down in the range. Up she comes in knife-edge flight. Only the fuselage of the airplane providing lift right there. The wind's doing virtually nothing. And you have to show you how good he is. Flies into the door. Matt showed you his rolling circle. You see how precisely he stops the wings of that airplane at each point in one of those rolls. That, again, is strictly a matter of practice, practice, practice. Thanks to his sponsors, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Lycoming Engines, Hartzell Propellers, Hooker Harness, CJ Aviation, Goodyear Aviation, Barry Controls, Champion Spark Plugs, and Grove Aircraft Landing Gear Systems. And here's Matt upside down. Wave as he goes by. He can't hear you applaud, but he can sure see you because he's looking right down at you. Guys, got to remember the controls are reversed when he's upside down. And by golly, he did it again. He did remember.
Ya se va a bajar. Ahora sí entiendo.
How about a big hand for Matt Chapman? Now then, out here on the runway, we have Steve Fox, the general manager of Stock Car Racing Experience at Pocono Raceway. And he is in a 2013 Impala SS NASCAR Sprint Cup car of 600 horsepower. He is going to have a race with Matt Chapman. Who do you think is going to win?
No, prendió la cosa otra
Okay,
vez.
how about a show of hands? How many think the car is going to win? How many think the airplane's going to win?
This is Matt Chapman and his rolling Harrier turn. Hanging the engine, prop right out in front. It's just the raw horsepower of that engine that keeps him in that position, and yet he is able to roll that airplane all the way around like that. That, dear hearts, is precision flying. A little more about the racing experience. During the air show, they are offering the 2014 NASCAR tickets and 2 20-mile drives at Pocono Raceway in their program. That's a giveaway. In addition, they have a special air show price of $99 for a ride along at Pocono and $399 for drives at Pocono. They have a display over by the B-25 and the FedEx Airbus. And you can stop over there and get more details on that once this is all over. Also, you can check them out online at 877stockcar.com. So Steve Fox is all set. Steve told me this morning that he's going to try to get as high as 160 miles an hour in the car. He's way off to your right out there at the end of the runway. You see the airplane? All right, we're going to try to make this equal. Since the airplane's already in the air, we're going to give the car a head start. He's rolling right now. Now here he comes down the runway. He's just down past where the airplanes are parked, and down there comes Matt Chapman. You see his smoke. There's the car. Here comes Matt Chapman. The stock car is accelerating like crazy. Steve Fox doing everything he can to stay ahead. Matt trying to keep ahead and get ahead of him. Who's going to win this? Who's going to win this? Where's our flag man? I don't know. Looks like the car is winning right now. Yes, indeed. Give it to the car and Steve Fox.
Paracaídas, tira el carro.
Ya pasaron por ahí la paracaídas.
Can you